Hey YouTube, welcome to day 7 of Inktober. Today I did a drawing inspired by my cat. For any of you who are new to my channel, I have a black cat named Future. He really likes water and he's always trying to get into the shower and drink from the shower head. Every time he tries to do that, he licks it and it splashes up onto his face. So there's all these tiny little water droplets all over his face and he looks so sparkly and cute. So I thought I really wanted to draw or paint that. So I thought I would do a small illustration with him in it. So today I used same ink as usual, the Daily Rowney, same brushes. The only thing different I used was salt to put textures, and I went out and got some masking fluid. So the reason I tried using salt is because I wanted it to look like there was outer space in her hair and on the cat. And when you add salt, the actual salt grains absorb water and make it kind of like this weird cloudy look and sparkly look to it. It's very interesting and it's really fun to try. So if you use watercolors or ink, then throw some salt on there. In order to use salt for your painting, you want to make sure that you have a lot of water. So what I did was use a thick brush and I covered the whole area with extra water and ink, and then I sprinkled salt on it wherever I wanted, and then you pretty much just let the salt dry, and once it's finished you can just brush it off. Alright, so the masking fluid that I used for this drawing was the Windsor Newton rub off masking fluid. I believe they have a permanent version. I've never used that kind before, but supposedly it just stays on and keeps the paint from sticking to the paper there. I really like the rub off one because it's really fun to take off afterwards. So in order to use this, you want to get some kind of tool to apply it. You can use a brush, but it's probably going to ruin the brush. So you can use anything like a toothpick. I went and bought this weird little rubber tool that was called a paint eraser. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do, but it had two little rubber nibs on each end, and that's perfect for applying and also rubbing it off once it's dry. You can also use just a regular eraser to rub off, but you want to be careful that you don't smudge any of the ink. So you just apply it. Make sure it's a good amount. If it's too thin, it might come off on its own. And then you paint over it with your ink or watercolor, and once it's completely dry you can rub it off with an eraser or a rubber nib or something, and it should still be white underneath. So I used the masking fluid mostly for the stars on their faces. I also used a little bit of watercolor from my skin tone palette to do some of the blush and pink areas before I rubbed off the masking fluid. I just really love peeling off the masking fluid once it's dry. There's actually another artist named Bao Pham. I'll put his link in the description. He has a YouTube channel and he does these really beautiful portraits with leaves, and he uses masking fluid, and he likes to flood the paper with water and drop ink or watercolor in it, and it's so much fun to watch. So if you want to see someone who really knows how to use masking fluid, you can go check that out. This piece was pretty fun to do. I was actually just gonna paint the cat, just like a really cartoony cat, but I ended up going a little bit further than that and doing a whole finished drawing. I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out because throughout most of the drawing I didn't really like it that much, but it always looks better once I start inking, so it was just really fun and it was a cute way to paint my cat. And once that was done, I started inking. Today I used my trusty old Pentel pocket brush pen to do most of the inking, and then I just grabbed a Micron pen in size 03 just to do some of the finer lines. Alright, and here is the finished painting. I hope all of you guys had a good first week of Inktober. There's only 3 more left. I hope you can all stick it out with me, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!